I was in 7th grade, I discovered the world of microbiology. One day in my 7th grade science class, my teacher, Miss Moore, was having us do an experiment that required a microscope. We were taking a strand of our hair and putting it onto a glass microscope slide to see what it looked like up close. In addition, we were also taking some pond water and putting it onto a well slide to see if we could find any microorganisms. Something in me just clicked, and I immediately fell in love. When I got home, I told my parents how much I loved using a microscope. A couple months later, my grandparents bought me my very own microscope. So today, I'm going to show you how to use a microscope and some pictures of microorganisms that I tuned so you guys can explore the world of microbiology. I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, so as you can see here, I have my microscope. This is the microscope that my grandparents gave me for my birthday in 7th grade. And today I am going to show you some of the parts, tell you what they do, and then I'll show you how to use this microscope to tune onto some prepared slides that I have right here. And then I'm going to take some pictures of organisms that I've zoomed up on for you to see. So starting off, I'm going to take a top-down approach when showing you the different parts of the microscope. So up here, we have our eyepiece. This eyepiece is what we use to see our slide. This eyepiece has a lens in it. The magnification on my lens is 10, so we get 10 times the view of our slide that we're looking at. Mine also has a needle inside of it, and that helps you focus moving onwards down. I have 3 lenses on my microscope. The first one is 4 times, so 4 times the lens of the eyepiece, which would be 40. We get a 40 times view of our slide. The next one, which has a 10 times, so we get 100 times closer view of our microorganism or slide. And then the third one, which has a 40 times, which gives us a 400 times the magnification on our slide. Moving down onwards, we have our stage. This is where we put our slides. I have a very nice stage, and I'm very lucky to have this. I have a little lever right here that will lock our slide in place. And then I don't have to touch my slide because I have 2 knobs here that move vertically and horizontally so that I can move the specimen around without touching my slide and messing up my magnification. Moving onwards, we are going to the adjustment knob. We have 2 knobs here, the smaller one and then a larger one. The smaller one, you can see, moves the stage very little. This is the fine adjustment knob, and then we have the big knob, which moves it much more, and this is the coarse adjustment knob. Farther down, we have this. This is our light, and up here you can see there's a magnification that brings it up to the stage. You can see a little hole here. That's where our light comes through to illuminate our microorganism. And then we have a lever here. This increases the amount of light that is filtered through this piece. And then on the back, we have a light switch. So I'm going to turn that on and show you guys how to use this microscope to focus on a slide. Alrighty, so we're here again with our microscope, and I picked out a slide for us to look at. This one is actually pretty visible in person. It's about the size of my pinky nail. So we're going to look at it under the microscope, and I've already adjusted the stage so that it's mostly in the view of the light. As you can see, the circle of the slide is completely inside the circle of the microscope stage. So now I'm going to look at it and focus it. So we are on the first lens here. This is 40 times the magnification. So I'm allowed to use my coarse adjustment knob. I'm going to look at the front. There are some very interesting hairs on there that I would like to show you guys. So I have it focused on the first lens, and so I'm going to go onto the medium lens. As you can see, there is not that much space there. It's good enough that we could use coarse adjustment knob, but I'm going to stick to the fine adjustment knob. And I'm not focused on the hairs that I want to be focused on, so I am going to go over to those. Alright, so I have it focused where I want it, and I'm going onto the last lens. you can see it is very, very, very close this time, and we are definitely not going to be using that coarse adjustment knob. We are only using fine adjustment. Alrighty, so I have it focused. I'm going to take some pictures now and show you guys on the next slide. I hope you're excited.